What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back here again with another video. And some of you fans out there, y'all take it too far. I hate to see stories like this, but some of y'all go too far with the fandom. We've seen countless times of people stalking their favorite wrestler or harassing their favorite wrestler, whether it's at the airport, at a shop or store. And these are normal people, just like you and me. They just happen to be, on WWE television or AEW television, and they're well known, they're famous. But I promise you, sometimes, well, not even sometimes, most of the time, they just want to interact with people that treat them like people and not these grander than life superstars. Some of y'all may say, well, this is part of the business that you got to expect. Yes, but it's not something that should be a daily norm where you're getting harassed, stalked, or people sending you some stuff, like whether it's a gift or whatever, sending things to your personal place of residence. And this is what apparently Rhea Ripley has just dealt with, and she posted a tweet about it. So we're going to get into this one, man. It's very unfortunate, and wrestling fans need to take, kind of calm down on stuff like that, because it's not cool. So Rhea Ripley warns fans not to send mail to her house. This is not okay. In a post on Twitter, Rhea Ripley sent a warning to fans not to send fan mail or anything like that to her house, as it violates her privacy. She wrote, and this is the tweet right here. Shouldn't have to say this. Do not ever send fan mail to my house. That is by mail or self-delivered. That is 100% not okay. Ripley isn't the only one dealing with fan harassment in recent weeks. As Asuka noted, she had to contact the police after an incident that left her feeling she was in danger, which I did see those tweets as well. And here's the thing about this, and some may think it's not a big thing to talk about, but it is. I've recently seen those tweets of Asuka and what she was dealing with, and hopefully she's not dealing with that as of now. But sometimes you guys take it too far. There is nothing wrong with being a fan of someone. There is nothing wrong with supporting someone. There is nothing wrong with, trying to get an autograph. But at the same time, you got to know the situation. You got to read the room, is what they say. We've checked out videos before where people just bombarding people as soon as they get to the airport and just start throwing items at them that they want them to sign and stuff. And for me, that's not really my thing. Me and Dub have met some pretty famous people in the past, and we always just treat them with respect as human beings, because we're not trying to sit up there and fan out over someone that, we used to watch as a kid, or, was famous with. For example, for those who don't know, and I'm sure Dub may tell this story at a later time, Dub was able to meet Dennis Rodman in Houston. I want to say it was a few years ago, not sure, but he was able to meet him, and they had a real good conversation. He was telling me they were just, he was talking to them. Him and Nisha was there, and they were just all having a good conversation, like normal adults, like normal people. And everybody else was trying to get a picture, was trying to do this, and I believe it was like brunch time, so they're trying to eat, and they just having a conversation, and it was just a dope interaction. You feel me? It was a dope interaction, and it was one of those type of things where I'm sure Dennis Rodman appreciated Dub just being on some chill stuff. Like, he wasn't trying to do too much. He was just being chill, being normal, had a normal conversation while everyone else was going crazy, right? And it's one of those things where it's like, people that are famous, they appreciate those moments. They appreciate those human, genuine interactions without cameras flashing all the time, without someone trying to get you to sign something of theirs so they could potentially try to get to resell it. And once again, the counter argument is always, well, they signed up for this lifestyle. You may be correct. Yes, people signed up for this lifestyle. But at the same time, you still should be trying to treat them like a decent human being. So whoever sent something to Rhea, I'm sure you wanted to show love to your mommy or whatnot. I think the best way to show her love is maybe support her on Twitter, and sometimes y'all do a little bit too much on Twitter. I've seen some wild videos of people having a picture of their favorite female wrestler and they start gooning and then they post the aftermath. It's disgusting. That type of stuff is weird. And then y'all at the wrestler. That shit, I've seen it. And I just be like, what the hell? So I can only imagine if some of these people was able to get into their hacking bag and start finding out where does Rhea Ripley actually live. If she wants you to send stuff, send it to the P.O. box. I'm sure most wrestlers and famous people have some type of box where you can send the information or send whatever you want to send there instead of to their personal address. I'm willing to bet this wasn't something that someone just actively was, they got her personal home address from Rhea herself or an associate. I think this was a case, it sounded like the case of someone happened to do their due diligence, find out where she lived, and then sent something. And that's a safety concern. That's kind of one of those things where that can lead to somebody trying to pull up on Rhea. If you know where someone lives and you're just this obsessed fan, who's to say you don't get in your car, drive however many miles, or get in a plane, fly however many miles to meet your favorite wrestler and try to spot them as they get into the crib? That can be creepy. I've dealt with this before. I don't know if you guys remember. This was a while ago, maybe a few years ago. I think me and Dub were streaming. I don't know if it was SmackDown or Raw, but my mom had called me like midstream. Then she was like, "Hey, did you send me something? Did you order me some pizza?" And I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then I called her because I'm like, it had to been like 10, like 9-ish, almost 10 o'clock-ish. It was in that type of range of time period. And I didn't send no pizza to her. I didn't order nothing to send to her. I would have told her, "Hey, I'm ordering you something. Expect something at the front door." So she basically said somebody from Domino's had said, "Hey, someone ordered a pizza here," or whatnot. She didn't open up the door. They rang the doorbell. She just looked at them, but she didn't open up the door, which is awesome. We also have a gate between the front doors, so whoever would try to get in, they would have to break the gate down. So she didn't open up the door. The person just left the pizza there, and they drove off. And that's when she was calling me, and I was like, "Yo, like, what's going on here? I didn't send that." So it was apparently somebody that was watching the stream had found my mom's address and then sent that shit. I don't know why. We don't know the name. We tried to figure out if there was any name on it or nothing, but they sent pizza to my mom's address. And it's just one of those things that I don't play with. Like, the fact that this person was able to find out where my mom stayed and was sending her something, I didn't like that. It kind of messed up my mood for the rest of the night because stuff like that is weird. Stuff like that is not cool, bro. Like, you may think is a joke, but no, this is someone I care about. Just like if someone sent something to me while I'm live streaming, like some food or whatever, I'm not going to, I don't find that funny. And I've seen people deal with that on stream, So things like this, when this happens, when someone tries to send something to your crib personally or people that you know personally, it can be one of those things where it's like, nah, that's not cool. It's not funny. Chill out with that shit. Because then at that point, now you got to get police involved and officials involved and trying to figure out, what's going on. And after that, I hadn't had an incident with anybody sending anything to my mom or to me that I didn't do myself. So I'm thankful for that. Hopefully Rhea Ripley doesn't have to deal with this going forward, because I honestly think this is kind of weird and it's kind of creepy, bro. Like, no, don't send people your favorite wrestler or whoever you're a fan of. Don't try to find their address and get into that bag and then try to send them stuff, because 10 times out of 10 they're probably not going to appreciate it. So comment down below, let me know some other wrestling related videos y'all want me to check out. I definitely will. I just wanted to make this video to put this in perspective. It's okay to be a super fan of someone When you start doing weird stuff and you start trying to stalk them or find where they stay or find where they frequent at, that's when it becomes not a you being a fan, but now you're being obsessive, and that can be dangerous. So, but I appreciate all love, support. Road to 150K. Appreciate y'all kicking with me. See you on the next one. Peace.